opening the senses. The ears and hearing. Without naming or interpreting what you hear, simply hearing as body sensation. Notice how sound is like a hallway that takes you from the inside to the outside. From the outside into the inside. Taste, smell, seeing with the eyes closed, the sense of touch, snuggling into the envelope of this body, feeling the embrace of your skin, where skin is meeting the ground, where it is covered by clothing or blanket, and where skin is exposed to the airspace around us. Feeling then the weight of this body, feeling gravity work on this body, as if the warm liquid that enlivens this body is gathering in the back, pooling around organs in the back. Creating a sense of fullness and weight in the back of this body. Bring your attention into breathing. Not so much your breathing, but how the body is actually breathing itself. How with each breath in, this skin expands in all directions. And with each breath out, moving inward into contents. Inhalation. In a way then, confirming the container, form, and exhalation, releasing back into contents, formless. Feel that. Become aware of what is called the energy body as a powerful river. That extends out into tributaries, smaller creeks, creating a network through the entire body and beyond. How it is actually so that this energy body field radiates everywhere. Beyond the confinements of a physical body. Feel this shimmering or pulsing effervescence way beyond the feet, the hands, the head, way beyond the front and the back of the body. Notice for a moment where this energy field is the most powerful and pronounced. A strong sensation of aliveness and radiance. Perhaps it is in the belly or in your hands or chest. Sometimes behind the eyes. Where is it for you? And then where is the most subtle and faint? Just a whiff, almost imperceptible. How this is happening without you having to do anything or to understand it. How you're simply being. Even as and while distractions may come and go, there's always this to come home to. Simply being. there is a current deep inside of us that is determining our life's direction. Always has, always will. Even if the I sometimes refuses or denies. Take a moment and feel and sense this pulse of life. This heartfelt longing that rides along the current of your life force. Can you experience how these are both elements of the same orientation? One more physical, a pulsing, a shimmering, a streaming inside each cell. And the other perhaps more living through emotions and thoughts into a deeper purpose. Allow these words to take you into an experience whatever this experience may be. Allow yourself to be taken. What is my soul's deepest calling? Just being with that question, just simply being with that question, to give our practice orientation. We're not blocking the entryway with answers, we're just allowing questions to be like open doors. And we are ready to greet whatever shows up through that door. We also remember what is called inner resource, a personal sanctuary, a safe place just for you. And this may grow over time and change. There may be images or people or animals connected with that. But really what we're looking for is a deep felt sense of safety, security, and eventually well-being. So take this moment and bring back something that made you feel this well-being, feeling at home, grounded, appreciated. And sometimes when we're invited to bring inner resource into the foreground, the opposite will happen. We realize how we feel ungrounded, unsafe, not belonging, perhaps disconnected. Notice that too. Notice those feelings. Observe how they manifest in your body. And step back into that, which you also are. That is, aware of them. Notice how you perhaps sink into a deeper state of consciousness. Perhaps barely hearing these words. Notice and welcome whatever arises. Is a movement in awareness. Let's move together attention through the physical field. Feeling and sensing into the structures of the mouth, nose, left ear, right ear, left eye, right eye, forehead, behind the forehead, the warmth of the brain, radiating through skull bone into the space around your head. Feel and sense even your hair. Back of your head, curve of the neck, throat, chest, left shoulder, attentive to sensations in your left shoulder, armpit, left arm, wrist, left hand, fingers, fingernails, the entire left arm and hand, the space around left arm and left hand. Back through the contents of your chest over to your right shoulder, right armpit, feeling and sensing your way through the right arm into wrist, hand, fingers, fingernails, into the space around right arm and hand. Both arms, both hands, simultaneously. Gently exchanging thinking for feeling. Coming into the upper back, mid-back, kidney area, lower back, buttocks, solar plexus, navel area, and then into the contents of the entire torso. Noticing and observing sensations in your torso. Bring your attention now into your left hip, left thigh, knee, lower leg, left heel, left foot, toes, toenails, the entirety of your left foot as a stream of sensation. Space around left leg and left foot. Find your way back through the inner thigh, groin, genitals, anus, deeply into your right hip, allow yourself to be taken through the interior, experiencing right leg, knee, lower leg, heel, foot, toes, toenails. Space around leg, foot, toes. Deeply sensing then the entirety of this body, front, back, left, right, top, bottom, inside and outside, as a mass of sensation. Aliveness, pulsing, shimmering, vibrating, aliveness. Let go of the meaning of things, the words, and land in feeling. Sensing. And how each word I say could be like a little landing pad for your mind, giving it something to do, while the rest of you is dissolving into being. And if it is interesting for you at this time, might you invite an emotion or thought that eagerly wants to be heard or seen? And do feel free to tune me out and stay with whatever is your experience at this time. If there is an emotion or thought that wants to be here, perhaps something in your life, something you have been working with in your own practice, that you may want to invite in this moment, a word or an image or a sensation in the body. could you initially follow it into the body? Find where it may or might live in the body. And how it may affect your breathing. If it does. Notice the tendency for an I to fuse with this experience. And feel into that, which you also are, that is aware. Aware of the emotion or thought, aware of the sensation in the body, the images, beliefs, whatever might be present. And then could you, if you're interested, playfully create an opposite? What might an opposite be? You might want to ask yourself, if this discomfort, for instance, wasn't here, what would be here instead? If timidness wasn't here, what would be here instead? Landing on an opposite. Would it be possible to follow that one into the body? And then would it be possible to go back and forth between the first and its opposite? Like a ping pong game, your attention going here, going there. And if this is new to you, you may just want to make a note of this and take it home into your home practice. Noticing and playing with opposite sensations, thoughts or emotions. And then holding them both at the same time. And this might be something you want to take home with you, practice during daily life. Coming back into the breath. Noticing the breath. The body breathing itself. Nothing to change or fix or make other, simply being, breathing. Become the space between my words. Spacious, still, peaceful, whole, and free. And then we walk this path back, the path of meditation. We put the costume back on, the costume of body, mind, emotions, the senses wide open. We slide back into the envelope of this personality. We tighten the skin just a little bit to find our definition in this world. We prepare ourselves to walk back out into this world, into this evening, with family, friends, or by ourselves. pretending to be form. And knowing that we are also this. Wide open, spacious, peaceful, whole, and free. Noticing sounds, feeling ourselves as body, lying on this floor with our friends around us. Beginning to wiggle through fingers and toes. Creating your own way, your personal way, back into this room. Perhaps stretching or rolling over to the side. Take your time. Jai Bhagwan. Jai Bhagwan. Jai Bhagwan. Thank you all so much.